guys, thanks for joining me once again. Thank you for listening to the Fast Lane Podcast for Success. I'm your host, Derek Lane, and once again, we'll be talking about creative ways to enhance your life, to be a better person, and to enjoy life and the experience of life. And that's what we do here. That's what we talk about. So I got to thinking about what can we do? I mean, what can we do as a person, as an individual, to propel ourselves forward to becoming more whole as a human being? And the answer to that is very simple. And that's to give of yourself. To give of your time, your heart, your love, your wisdom, just to give. Not necessarily money like everybody's asking you. You know, you get bombarded every day, give to this, give to that. All they want is your money. I question the sincerity of a lot of these folks and organizations. And it's a shame because there are some good organizations that are doing a lot of good deeds. But when we hear about so much mistrust and wrongdoings, why do I want to give my money to somebody that is just going to, use it for whatever? I mean, that not for helping. I'm not giving away anything that I've hard earned to someone that doesn't deserve it. So the question begs, how do I do this and how can I be certain? Well, obviously research. I get a lot of phone calls from people that we're with this and we're with that company and we're with that. And I know that these people, yes, they may have the right to solicit charity, but, when they're taking 80% of the take, it's just a business to them. Charity becomes their business, which is a scam. I'm sorry, 20%. If you're really doing it to help those less fortunate, 20% is a slap in the face. So, moving forward, when I say you need to develop yourself as a human being by giving of yourself, again, not necessarily money, but of your time, your creativity, your wisdom, your resources, just your overall input. Don't even think about money, because money is, money's shoving it in a bucket at Christmas time and releasing the guilt if you didn't. We're not here to talk about releasing guilt. We're here about promoting and helping other people and asking nothing in return. Because, my friends, I'm here to tell you, the payback for giving is tenfold. The universe will take care of you. The universe will give back to you. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to think about it. The universe will give back to you if you actively seek to give in the right manner. I don't care what it is. If you want to help out with school children, I know that, for example, my wife, she has done a lot of work with school children and the reading programs, just volunteering, and she won a Citizen of the Year award for this. That thing is tucked away. She does not display that. The reason she did that was not to get an award and not to post it, on a wall in our home for our visitors to see. Look at me. How great of a person am I? The wrong reason to do things. So she got this thing and sheepishly just kind of buried it in the closet. No need to get excited over something that you want to do, because you want to help children. You want to help young readers read better, understand, comprehend, expand their little minds, and grow into leaders. That's what you want. That's the outcome. So that is what she did. Now, whatever that you decide you want to do, me, I like to speak with the Chamber of Commerce and civic groups and leaders in different cities and their chambers of commerce, and pro bono. I will do that because I feel like it's important, and I also know that although I'm not asking for any return, I get the return. And it may not be next week, 6 months, year, 2 year. I don't even worry about it. Don't even track it. Don't care to track it. Don't want to track it. I just know it's going to be there. And it may be in some other form. It may be because I gave a speech to a civic group, and that leader of that civic group told another civic group, and it told another civic group, and they may offer to pay me to give a speech, and that's okay. Okay? There comes a point in time when your value has a value in and of itself. Your self-promotion has a value. Give a little, it's not far-fetched to assimilate this to tithing. To a lot of people believe in the tithing. Give 10% to your church, and and that's cool. That's cool. Whatever your belief is, your spiritual belief, your guidance, and how it directs you, as long as you're giving. All I'm asking you to do is do a little bit more. It's so easy to drop a few bucks in a bucket. Do it, you're done, you're gone, whatever, I did my part, and you can brag to your friends that I gave to this and I gave to that. I'm suggesting that you really put in a little bit more effort, as my wife did in this elementary program that she does. Whatever your gig is, I get it. There's a lot of celebrities that start charities, but usually people that start charities is because of a tragedy they experienced, of a loved one, mother, brother, uncle, son, daughter, and they raise awareness to this tragedy. Do not wait for a tragedy to become a giver. Do not wait for a tragedy to be someone that gives, someone that offers hope, encouragement, love, and prayer to any particular group that you feel like that you want to support. Whether it's homelessness, whether it's single mothers or recovering alcoholics, or whoever. You get it. I'm just saying, there's a lot of good causes and worthy causes, a lot of causes that need support. And once you find that support and you find that it's kind of your calling. See, that's the thing that I'm trying to get across to you, is that in life we have a calling. We have a path that calls to us. It's our job to take that path and experience freedom because of that path. Because I'm so passionate about X, Y, and Z, and I've thrown myself into this passion, it affords me a lifestyle that I request in the success path that I'm on, and I've learned how to take my passion and turn it into a financial gain, whatever. But it also, your passion should always be to serve humankind, mankind, regardless. Some of the hardest things you will ever do is to find a cause that you're not aware of and support it. Maybe it's a cause that is because of the majority of the people are not from the same demographics that you're from. They're not from the same secular group that you're from. And so therefore you don't understand the plight or the conditions or the suffrage. And maybe you feel like, yeah, that's not for me. Let your heart follow you and lead you, let your heart lead you into community service. Because if you want to be rich, you want to lead a better life, you want to have the most successful path, your journey to being an enlightened human being, I'm telling you that giving of yourself is a huge part of doing so, of accomplishing enlightenment, accomplishing your success. Being a leader and being a teacher, being responsible for not only yourself, but taking on responsibility to a community. And some people take it further than that. Not just a community, maybe a statewide program. Maybe they get so passionate and involved that a lot of people, opt for a political career. I'm not saying you need to do that. All I'm saying is that your passion will drive you in the right direction once you understand what your direction is. Once you understand how and why I've been placed in this position. And once you start to self-evaluate and understand who you are as a person, it's not hard. And even if you want to start small, even if you recognize and side with a particular group and you don't know what to do, start with sending prayers. Start with sending positive vibrations. Start with the want and desire for this group to recognize a positive change, no matter what's going on. Whether it's, a burn unit, or, oncology, whether it's, handicap, challenged people, whether it's slow, whatever it is, whatever you feel near and dear to, and that you want to make a difference. I'm telling you, once you start to understand that how important it is for you to make a difference, life isn't about you. You are about you. You live your life. You're the person that controls your thoughts and your actions. But once you start to give of that, and you send the right vibrations, the right frequency patterns, the universe is funny, man. It will reward you. It will reward you with a great life. Give yourself up. Allow things to happen. Allow the path to become your path. And your heart will overfill with joy. I promise you that. I promise you that. Okay, listen, I can't have preached enough about the fact of giving is central to the fact that, it's our path to happiness, making us happy. We can do that. I appreciate you tuning in once again to this episode, and I hope you'll consider the things that I've suggested. And like always, send me an email, Derek at FastlanePodcast.com. Email is Derek at FastlanePodcast.com. You can listen to me on Spotify. A lot of listeners on Spotify. Thanks, Spotify. I appreciate it. iTunes, iHeart, YouTube. It's all out there. Spreaker, Stitcher. It's all out there. And I appreciate it so much. And I wish each and every one of you that's tuned in a wonderful, wonderful week. And do everything that your heart wants to do, not what your dark side wants you to do. Do the uplifting, positive things and be effective and help others. And God bless you once again. Thank you so much. Derek Lane, your host for this podcast for Success, The Fast Lane. Thanks again.